check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Are we getting live here? Are we getting live? Hello, hello, is everyone there? Are we live? I think we're live on Twitch. And we're live on YouTube. Okay, I guess everyone, welcome back. That was really weird. YouTube was just being really, really bad. That shaman is amazing. So if you're back on the stream, I am too. So they want that. When did they put that growth? Anyway, so we got a counter spell right there. They still have a 3/5. Alright, well, let's take out a double strike creature. I doubt that negate will be useful. Can do Octo Prophet for just some big blockers. I got 6 mana. They got a ton of mana. 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 mana. And I've barely gotten to 6. It kind of feels a lot of times about that kind of feels like there's a lot of disparity in mana. So welcome back. If you are able to come back to the chat, it was acting really weird, but now it's back. So am I. I'm at another game here, the Peace Bear. I can counter that. So they had to destroy their own critter. So where is my pacifism? I got sleep paralysis, I got pacifism. I need to get rid of that spider so I can go in the air. Welcome back. Stevie, yep, I had to restart things. It was so weird. My stream is back again. And, getting out this Octo Prophet lets me scry 2. But they don't know how to play their own cards, so that happens. We don't need any more of those lands. I don't need any of those. I need some bigger bomb cards, so let's get those out of there. I still cannot attack. So they're never going to attack with their Epicure because it is doing damage. So that skeleton is going to come back again. You're going to scry with that. Put it at the bottom. They have a huge amount of land, good card advantage. My deck is kind of petering out. And they have that Fathom, which would work a lot better if they had attacked. And how many of those Seasons of Growth did they have in the deck? What's our times here? Oh, there we go. 7, 8, 9 plus 6, 15. Alright, this Life Crafter in theory is going to wreck things. Alright, let's see if this Loxodon Life Crafter lives. Check it out. It can gain life equal to my life. So right now, I could add plus 19 to that Chanter, if I had the mana for it, actually. Let's see if it survives. Found another game jam I want to do. Sounds simple for beginner. That's cool. Where did this previous game jam happen at? I think this person is taking quite a while. Let's look at the clocks. Actually, this doesn't tell you clock time, huh? And all I'm getting are lands. Okay, well... what have you missed? Well, I had to start and restart the game several times, and... it's gonna get Death Touch. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just do this for fun. Check it out. This creature was a 24/26. So, the field is kind of like, stagnating. They have a very good board presence, and, kind of a lot of cards. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this one off. They've got a good combo going on. They've got their Reclamation, which every time something dies, they draw a card, then they can scry because of that. Now, am I going to be able to mill them out? I doubt it. They're amassing a very good board state. Here comes that thing. So, if I get that... so if that dies, that comes back as a 5/4. I'll just take a little damage from it. The person here doesn't know how their cards work. I'm just getting a flood of lands over here, so nothing meaningful to do. I think they've got some sort of instant that they're forgetting to play. That's why it keeps pausing on them. Text-based adventure game jam that is going to run on the 6th through the 18th. So where does this happen at? So if that crusher comes back to life, it comes back with a +1. So if I chump block a little bit, they're going in for the big attack. Here's another combat trick. Alright, so there's really no way around this. Let's move on to claim some cool prizes. And... oh, actually I have another game to play? Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice that. I thought that these games were taking such a while that, like, I thought I was already at the third loss, but I guess... so nothing really great here, but can't mulligan too much. Alright, so we got a Griffin Sentinel turn 2. Have eventually the Raptor. Okay, I've definitely got to pacify that. That is going to create an unstoppable army of little guys. So, take it out. But, as for myself, I will get a 2-1 flyer. Mind Rot, I guess. So here's a 2-1 first strike. They missed a land drop. Corpse Knight, I think that one's pretty good. How about a 3-2 flyer? And that Fairy Miscreant, they're looking at something in there. There, Steadfast Sentinel, fine. No attacks, I'm sure, that's fine. Miscreant. Go in for some 5 damage in the air. Do a little race. So even if they attack 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, I'm still going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Mind Rot a land, fine. So the only person that will ever do 2... Little trick coming here. Nope. Keep that in hand. That's lethal next turn. Are they going to want to get that out of my hand? Yep, there's a land in my hand. So, the question that was asked like 100 years ago, what kind of animal was Cujo in the film of the same name? Now, there were the answers, of course, a dog, but what they wanted most is a Saint Bernard. That was the answer to Cujo, was a Saint Bernard. Alright, well, they've got a blocker now. Fine. And some attacks there. Fine. This will draw me a card, which is another land. Amazing. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to me. But if we race just right... Okay, so I got a lot of air power here. Everything's flying, actually. Not sure if they'll be able to pull it off. That's 5 damage. Plus that, which is kind of worthless. Oops, actually they can summon more things. 7 if they summon one more thing. 3, 4, 5. No, I guess that's that. Good game. So, okay, there we go against the opponent. Yeah, the Flyers. Flyers working out really well. Bronze 2. Alright, while we look at that, let's switch over to... Actually, let's do this. The whole point of this is this. We're back at the amazing cam right here. We won another game amazingly against the opponent with a flyer. A big old flying squad in Azorius, so that's amazing. This has been the amazing cam. Back to the game. Seamless transition. And then we'll go look at the card cam over here. So let's switch over here to the card cam. Where were we at? Silverback Shaman, Reduced to Ashes. I love the art on that. It's like some of the most violent art I've ever seen. Before they can go to their final rest, the wicked must be purified by fire. Hara the Adjudicator. Oh look, there's the Fairy Miscreant, the little helper that's been helping me in the game at the moment. Agonizing Symphony. It's Siphon, but I keep thinking it's Agonizing Symphony. Beautiful art. It deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. And then we'll open one more here. The Salvage of Ruin. Oh, this one was being used well by my opponent a moment ago. So we'll pause here, play a little bit more, and then we'll get to the final uncommons and then the rare. But I think this art on this Siphon is pretty amazing and agonizing. So switching back to the game cam like that. There we go. Totally professional. Really into making games or coding, so just try to game jam. Free and fun. Beautiful art. Reduced ashes remind me to incinerate. Yeah, they are kind of like all in that genre of like burn it with kill it with fire style of art. So, does everyone in the chat know yet that I will be a featured streamer? Wizards of the Coast will give me a special account, and they will promote me on their home page on August, what is it? August 19th. On that Monday, August 19th, they're going to promote me on that day. So if you're available, if everyone here in the chat is available, at Monday 3:33 p.m., I'm going to be giving away codes for Arena. And yeah, thanks for that, Mark. I'm going to be giving away codes for Arena, and if all people have to do is hang out. All they have to do is come to the stream, hang out. I'll be giving away codes somehow, maybe some sort of very difficult trivia question or something. Heart Piercer Bow, when does that ever work? Okay. So 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Deal. So Heart Piercer bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending controls. Okay, I don't think God's Willing is going to work on this, right? Because it's a color. So that's funny. Alright, so what can we do with this? We can get that Prophet. Got a 3/3 blocker. And a Convolute and a Captain. The Captain is 4 mana. Sure. Counterspell on that. Got a lot of mana, perfect for their Planeswalker. Speaking of reduced to ashes, there that is. Alright, so I guess here we better put this Convolute to good use. Yep, let's get that Season of Growth out of here. I can't believe I have not attacked them at all yet. Okay, well, let's see if they didn't top deck something amazing. They did top deck something. Oh no, they didn't. Okay, fine. That's gonna get big. No attacks, counterspell. I'm like so low on mana. Okay, so I've got to... And then they are top decking lands, which is good. And they're holding off. Okay, let's bring out a flyer. And go for an attack here. I haven't done any damage yet. Oops, they're top decking a lot of lands. That's good. And I got not enough for that. Again, no freaking lands. 5 damage on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's stop that. I guess it's not a counterspell. Okay, so... So, again, not a land. There is finally a land. Gonna need to hold off and block all of this. What top deck did they amazingly get? Fine. So they're gonna ping me with that. Okay, great. So I'm gonna get pinged to death with, well, everyone, this one's game over. There's no way around this. I'm on a turn 2 clock. They're just gonna keep making their 2/2 unblockable for 2 turns, unless I get a disenchant. Alright, well, they got it worked out. and blue-white flyers weren't that amazing, but got 200 gems. And let's crack that pack. And the rare is Villis, Broker of Blood. You can sign or you can spend your life imagining what might have been yours. Epic. Okay, let's crack let's open up the rest of those cards right there, and then maybe play a game or two more. So, do we fit on the screen? And those cards are all totally overexposed. And I think if we get creative like this... Anyway, so, Salvager of Ruin, Dragon Mage, 7 mana for a 5/5 flyer. And when it deals combat damage to a player, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. So this is the Wheel of Fortune in a creature. So there was an old card a long time ago, back in the old days when everything was so powerful, that you would force everyone to discard their hand and draw 7 new cards in red. It was like 2 mana or something. And here they have that ability again, but now attached to a creature, 5/5 flyer, but it costs 7 mana. Yes, it's huge and strong and breathes fire, but we're smart. Teddyth the Wise, last words, hilarious. Wolf Rider Saddle, so this is one of those newfangled artifacts, a colored artifact. So for 4 mana, enters the battlefield, you get a 2/2, and then this gets attached to it, and it becomes a 3/3. And then the rare is Dawn from Dreams. 4 mana, sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand, and the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. Scoured Barrens is the land, and then a zombie, so no foil. But I got the rare Drawn from Dreams. Let me check if I already have this one in my collection. Just one moment. I have my notebook over here, which is not going to fit on the camera very easily. But this is my notebook with my collection for M20. Let's see if that's already in the set. Dawn of Dreams, ABCD, Cerulean. Yeah, it's up here. Again, it doesn't fit. So I already have the Dawn from Dreams card. So that's cool. So the point of that is that I think I want to put this into a commander deck. So Stevie, you get the first preview of that on one of my commander decks. I'm going to put this card in there. So look at the top 7 cards from my library. Put 2 of them into my hand, the rest at the bottom. So that's going to come to my commander deck. Let's get back to the game over here and maybe climb the ladder a little bit. Let's play traditional ladder. Actually, did I need to update this a little bit? Aether Gust, Cerulean, Capture, Negate, Tail, Melody. I guess it's working. So let's play a little bit of the ladder. Email me what I'm missing. Okay, sure, no problem. I like cracking packs and kind of putting a collection together that way, but thanks for the offer. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I gotta switch gears here. I am doing the mono blue deck. With two horrible draws. So I guess let's just burn through this opt. No need for finesse. Winged words. Okay, so this is a mono blue deck. It's I think John Calcano's deck. They're gonna play slow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it right here. Just throw everything out. Again, no need for finesse. So they're gonna do Golgari. They are a gold 4 thought erasure. Okay, fine, I guess that's okay. Not too much important stuff in my hand. And I gotta dive down in order to protect that sailor. So what are they gonna play here? Echoplex is my opponent. They're thinking very hard. Line of War. Okay, they seem to be struggling. With mana. Terramander is only at 5. I missed a land drop. Risen Reef, fine. I guess they'll get their land that they're missing here. Ooh, they didn't get their land. Okay, that's actually great, because I can do these shenanigans. So we're both having mana troubles, but they have half their life, and I don't. Okay, another sailor. This one I will flash out during their turn, just to mess with them. Maybe they'll attack with everything, like that reef, and well, there's a land that they needed, right? And another elf. So come at me, come on, send everything at me. There we go. You don't want to do that, because your elementals are very valuable, right? But whoops, it's toast. Anyway, what do we do here? Miscreant, give me that card draw. Land. Go in for a bunch of damage in the air. Draw that card. Spell Pierce, okay. So this might be game. 3 plus 3 is 6. 7, 8. They're really low on lands, but they quit. Okay, Echoplex. Let's see on the next game. So, dealing with some green stuff. And I do have an Aether Gust to send things back. Let's put some Aether Gusts in there, reduce the opts a bit. See how that goes. Echoplex might be thinking a little bit harder than me. Alright, so once again, if you didn't hear about it, I'm going to be streaming on August 19th, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. They're going to give me a bunch of codes to give out to all of the watchers. So tell your friends, come and watch me on my YouTube right here. And I will be, or if you're on Twitch, Twitch will work. And I'll be... Okay, so I am going to get Thought Erasured for sure, turn 2. So what am I going to lose here that is valuable? They're gonna get the Curious Obsession. They'll do my Fairy, they'll do the Thought Erasure, they might take the Wizard's Retort because the scary counterspell. They'll probably take the Curious Obsession. Oh, Glow Spore. Fine. Getting Tamiyo and a land. Guess what I'll do here. Let's get that Curious Obsession doing stuff. Maybe they'll cast down. Maybe they'll try to do something, another glow. That's fine. Do we need another dive? No, I need a little bit more land. That's not a land. Okay. So I'm going to attack with a 3. Land drop, 3 damage, adequate. Okay, so here I'll get that Siren, so I have a counter spell at the ready. Or if they don't counter anything useful, I can Merfolk Trick. They really needed that. Ceratops cannot be countered. Fine. And protection from blue. Okay, sure. I don't have enough mana to give that haste. I need to deal with a big old 5/4. Do that with mine, but it's got protection from blue. Actually, this is going to be very difficult to deal with. Another Djinn. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be getting 5 damage from this Ceratops over and over, and that is going to hit that. Now they'll probably get my retort. The dive down would be useful as well. They got the other Djinn. Interesting. I guess they're going to hit me twice. Probably, they didn't do anything interesting, but they still have something on their side. Well, that's kind of a lot of damage in the air. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's lethal. They have something in the air. Oh, they have reach, actually, on that. Fine. I'm gonna activate reach on that, but I can dive down to keep it. So that lives. Got another Djinn right there. Got the retort. I guess we'll say no to that. They have a gust. I doubt that they'll attack with it, but if they do, I can gust it. Might as well send it back. And that's not exactly lethal. But there's 2 Djinns right there. Draw something, and a resistor. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be an annoying blue player, and I've got this locked up. Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. Gold tier 1.2. Let's play a little bit more until I lose.
I'll still have time for tea.
Davriel is cool. So, what colors are people playing in the chat there at the moment? What colors are you all playing? What decks are you liking to play in Constructed at the moment? When I want to climb the ladder, I'll play this I'll play this mono blue thing. But for fun, I have this mono black Sorin deck, and like I have my old laptop keeps crashing. Oh, that's not cool. And I think, unfortunately, the latest version of Arena is not that optimized. What format is Constructed? It's just a way to say any format where you play with a pre-constructed deck, a deck that you made beforehand. So then it could be as a standard or modern. It's just a constructed deck, pre-constructed. What I was playing, I'm playing Constructed right now. When I was playing a moment ago with the Alright, let's start this over. They've got some good yeah, your pirate deck would be constructed because you have it ready. You have it constructed ready before the start of the game. Okay, let's get some essence captures in here because they've got creatures and an entrancing melody to steal their creatures. So let's see how this one goes instead. So they're relying on some creature stuff. Hopefully I get turn 1 and I get those essence captures. And they had their perfect opening hand of getting that Aerialist plus life gain. I like that Aerialist a lot. They may actually be trying to play the black-white Orzhov Pirates or Vampires deck that supposedly is pretty strong. So they probably also got like a Danto Vanguard in there. Whoops, I didn't mute the other camera. If it sounded a little bit weird, I had 2 microphones on, so it sounded a little weird. And Koreamus is taking a little while to think, so let's get one of these questions. What is Superman's one weakness which makes him vulnerable? So Superman is normally invulnerable. What is Superman's one weakness? He's got other weaknesses, but what do we have here? Nothing. I don't have any of my creature counter spells, but let's see what we can do with this. So I'm gonna hold off right here because hopefully they'll have that one kryptonite is exactly correct. That's exactly what I wanted. They got their damage, they got that wrecked. And Lois Lane is also his weakness. Yep. He finally married her. In the other continuity. That's dead. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hold off a little bit here. Spell Pierce. If I get one more land. Yeah, friends and family, that's actually kind of deep, exactly. There's always that issue with a superhero and their friends and family being vulnerable and so forth. There was a story back in the 80s called Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow? And it was like a story about the future, 20 years in the future. And nope, we don't need that Sorin messing things up. And that capture, fine. Got a lot of counter spells here to be uber annoying. Anyway, on that Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, it takes place after... Oh, you got two of them. Hey, you really, really want that card. Superman's villains go after his family. It's actually kind of a dark story. And it was part of like the 80s. Okay, they got their perfect thing about that, huh? Okay. Okay, we can do something cool here. Actually, there's going to be a lot of damage. They're not going to block this because they need that aerialist to get huge. Exactly. Get my card right here. Drop that. So, Merfolk Trickster is amazing because... it'll come out suddenly here, but whoops, they're gonna have a kill spell. That's fine. We are going to let that lose its power, kill that, that won't gain any life. It stays as a 2/2, and they are wondering, why did that not gain life? Just finished watching the Lady Death movie on YouTube. Oh, okay. Was that an animated film? Oh, it's a good one. Awesome animation. Yes. Yeah, I remember when they started to do these like more grown-up animations. Spawn on HBO in the late 90s. The Max on MTV. Winged Words. Get that over here. And then, of course, Adult Swim did a lot of grown-up animation. And they're just mana flooding. Okay, well. They are clearly going to block the 6/4, so we'll do that. And they're just waiting for an amazing top deck, because this is completely lethal. And there we go. So, unless they get a Cleansing Nova, Kaya's Wrath. Nope, they got a Vampire. Okay. The Max. Yep, that was a good one. Grew up watching Aqua Teen Hunger first. Yeah, that one was amazing. I remember the first season with the Moonanites, and that was in 2001. I was at Comic-Con in 2001. You know, the month before Adult Swim premiered. And to prove it, I have here my original, never opened Adult Swim t-shirt. So there it is, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. Refreshing animation for sophisticated viewers. Sundays and Thursdays from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern and Pacific. Starting September 2nd, 2001. Only on Cartoon Network. Adult Swim back in the day used to be shown 2 days a week. Sundays were the new shows, and they would rerun on Thursdays. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Yeah, that started before Adult Swim, actually, and then they made it more edgy when it went to Adult Swim. But this, and check it out right here too, the website, www.adultswim.tv. Trademark 2001, etc. So this is a t-shirt crunched down into like a little cylindrical shape. And this was the souvenir that we got on the pre-panel, the panel at Comic-Con, previewing the Adult Swim. So I was there on day 0. Okay, so they're playing for 25-40 seconds, and I'm at 26-20. I think they had to mulligan, so they're thinking very hard about throwing something away. I guess what I'll do here is turn 1 Storm Tamer. Because then on the next turn, I can have that retort ready. Vanguard, great. They forget that they need to every single time. Crank Yankers at San Diego Comic-Con, they had a preview that Crank Yankers is coming back. Did you know that? Okay, so I gotta hold off here. I can't be very, very aggro because there's a lot that could go wrong here. Next turn, they could bring out their Legion whatever. There's Legion Landing. Let's get that out of here. They're gonna attack with their Vanguard. I'll chump block it. They'll take 4 damage from their Vanguard. I'll throw in some Miscreants. Duress. You were in the Crank Yankers panel. Cool. Okay, so they took my counter spell. Gonna do that. Didn't know you were in that panel. No, I wasn't in that panel. I just saw in the main, booth area that they had a big in the exhibit hall. They had like a huge cube full of telephones. Come on, land. Give me that land. Not a land. Okay. Well, I can chump block them long enough, but they're gonna get their lands. There's their 3rd land. They're gonna mortify that. Sure. They're gonna attack there. I'll block it again. They're gonna do another 4 damage to themselves. It's like quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Happy it's coming back. I hope it stays for a while, like another 4 seasons. That was a pretty fun show. Puppets doing fun stuff. I guess no need to fake out that I have that. Okay, so anyway, I got a couple of chump blockers here. They're down to 2 cards in hand. That's dead. How about I counter that spell? Hilarious. Kids gotta be into Rick and Morty. Can't wait for the next season. Yeah, at least it's gonna come out way faster than the previous seasons because there was a huge lull between okay, they're down to 8 life. This has been a totally weird game. I've topped out on 3 lands, and they have a huge amount of lands. And do they have any more kill spells? They have a sword. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Because he's gonna give it lifelink and death touch, and then he's gonna gain life. Great.
Bloodline flows through you.
Well, the game turns around right here. Yeah, Netflix is bringing out a Magic series. People have been wanting a, you know, a Magic movie or Magic anime for a long time. And they finally have it. And that's a land.
I cannot be killed.
All right. Great. They're gonna get an amazing...
I bestow a mighty curse. I have other obligations.
Okay, so gotta be very careful here. This is not going to work very easily unless get a lot of good luck here. That Vanguard is very strong. Whenever a creature dies, okay, fine. So whenever a creature dies, okay, they finally let it die because they top decked one. Actually, they don't need to top deck. Never mind. Whenever a creature dies, okay, yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to win this game. I don't really see anything that is gonna work. Because those have lifelink. 1, 2, 3 in total life link. This is gonna do 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. There's no way. Yep, there's no way to pull this off. So, okay, well, I guess this is it for the night. That was a long game. Couldn't check the time on that, but well, got a final reward. Knight of the Last Breath. Goes along the line of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters. And, okay, so I've been streaming for a little while. There was that hiccup earlier about the stream crashing and stuff, but I think, at this point I'm gonna wind things down. Just a reminder for the August 19th, 3:33 p.m. I'll mention it again before then. 3:33 p.m. on Monday is the day that Wizards promotes me, but I will also, throughout that week, Monday through Friday, be on the stream on those days, 3:33 p.m., and just hanging out and giving out codes and stuff, and let's see if we can get more people. So tell your friends and family to come hang out on that. So this has been VM Campos, Magic Fan. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.